Item Number SCP-Y-039 Object Class Safe. Special Containment Procedures. Observation of SCP-Y-039 is limited to natural occurrences within Provisional Reality-Y-1. Field personnel operating in Provisional Reality-Y-1 are instructed to report any sightings of SCP-Y-039 immediately. Efforts to simulate conditions of abandonment or being lost have consistently failed, and further attempts are prohibited without direct approval from Site Director Waller. Personnel encountering SCP-Y-039 should maintain a non-hostile stance and allow the entity to carry out its actions without interference. Under no circumstances should attempts be made to contain, relocate, or engage SCP-Y-039 unless an individual's life is directly at risk. Survivors of encounters are to undergo psychological evaluations and debriefing, followed by relocation to Site Y1 for observation. Any attempts to record SCP-Y-039 via standard UAVs, drones, or body-mounted cameras will yield limited results, as the entity's movements often disrupt electronic surveillance. However, audio logs and witness testimonies are vital to understanding its behavior and origins. Personnel are instructed to recover any residual items left behind after SCP-Y-039 dissipates. These materials must be transported to Site Y1 under heavy security for analysis. Description: SCP-Y-039, colloquially referred to as the Yule Lantern, manifests as a towering, humanoid figure enveloped in an ornate, hooded robe. This robe is composed of deep, midnight blue fabric that bears a texture resembling woven frost. The fabric's surface shimmers subtly under any light, as though infused with a delicate layer of frozen dew. Intricate silver embroidery winds through the robe in patterns evoking constellations, snowflakes, holly leaves, and other winter motifs, reinforcing the impression of a being steeped in ancient, celestial mystery. The hem of the robe is tattered, fraying into strands that move gently as though stirred by an unseen breeze. The entity's face is completely concealed within the darkness of its hood. Witnesses report sensing a profound and benevolent presence, though attempts to discern facial features invariably fail. The aura emanating from SCP-Y-039 is described as simultaneously overwhelming and calming, a blend of awe and reassurance that commands respect and trust. SCP-Y-039 is distinguished by the lantern it carries in its right hand. This lantern, forged from blackened, wrought iron, displays a masterful design, incorporating winter-themed carvings, skeletal trees, intricate snowflakes, and symbols of unclear origin. The base of the lantern bears a circular engraving of an unknown constellation, etched with precision that suggests astronomical knowledge, far beyond current human understanding. Within the lantern, a perpetual blue flame burns, with what appears to be a small Yule log at its center. This flame radiates an otherworldly glow, casting soft, wavering light that illuminates SCP-Y-039's immediate vicinity. The flame's texture appears liquid-like, with tendrils of luminescence undulating outward in rhythmic pulses. Despite its spectral appearance, the flame provides no discernible heat, remaining unaffected by wind, water, or other environmental conditions. The blue flame serves as the core of SCP-Y-039's anomalous effects. It generates a, quote, safe zone around the entity, neutralizing environmental anomalies and repelling hostile entities within Provisional Reality-Y-1. This light has been observed stabilizing warped terrain, calming volatile atmospheric phenomena, and counteracting spatial distortions. Witnesses describe the light as deeply comforting, inducing a sense of safety and hope, even in the most perilous circumstances. Individuals within its radius often experience vivid mental imagery of serene winter landscapes, further enhancing its calming properties. The Yule lantern appears selectively and exclusively to individuals who are genuinely lost or abandoned within Provisional Reality-Y-1. The criteria for its manifestation remain elusive, as it actively avoids situations where individuals have been deliberately abandoned as part of a Foundation experiment in order to lure the entity in. This suggests an awareness of human intent and a preference for aiding those in genuine distress. SCP-Y-039 approaches its subjects at a deliberate, measured pace, holding its lantern forward as though offering guidance. Upon encountering the Yule lantern, subjects report an immediate and profound understanding that they are to follow the entity. The journey led by SCP-Y-039 often spans miles and traverses treacherous or anomalous terrain, including zones deemed impassable by the Foundation. During these journeys, SCP-Y-039 occasionally pauses to extend its lantern outward. At these moments, faint strands of blue flame appear to be drawn from the surroundings and absorbed into the lantern. While the purpose of this action is unknown, it is hypothesized that the entity is collecting residual anomalous energy, spirits, or interacting with the fabric of Provisional Reality-Y-1 in a manner beyond human comprehension. SCP-Y-039's guidance always concludes near sunrise. The entity leads its subject to a high vantage point, such as the summit of a hill or the roof of a building, where it holds its lantern aloft and aligns its posture with the rising sun. As sunlight begins to permeate the environment, SCP-Y-039 slowly dissipates, dissolving into motes of light that scatter into the air. The lantern remains momentarily, glowing with intensified brightness and unleashing a string of blue flames toward the sun before vanishing completely. Following SCP-Y-039's departure, a small, playful blue light often manifests near the subject, compelling them to follow. This light navigates the individual safely back to known locations or Foundation outposts. Despite consistent visual confirmation from witnesses, this guiding light does not appear on recorded footage and remains undetectable by other personnel present. SCP-Y-039 exhibits notable parallels to pagan folklore and winter myths, particularly those involving benevolent spirits or deities, guiding lost travelers through dark, perilous landscapes with the cold of winter. The entity's design, behavior, and symbolism suggest it may embody an archetype tied to cultural memory or mythological constructs, while its true nature remains enigmatic. SCP-Y-039 is widely regarded as a rare anomaly that offers solace and protection within the hazardous expanse of Provisional Reality-Y-1. Notes on the lantern's flames. During its journey, SCP-Y-039 periodically pauses and extends its lantern outward, drawing faint, ethereal blue strands from the surrounding environment. These strands resemble thin, burning tendrils, which spiral and flow into the lantern's flame. Witnesses describe feeling a sudden chill and a faint sense of mourning as the tendrils are absorbed, though these sensations are fleeting and leave no lasting effects. The leading theory suggests that these strands represent the lingering souls, or spirits, of those who have perished within Provisional Reality-Y-1. SCP-Y-039's actions appear to be an act of collection and guidance, where the anomaly gathers these fragments of energy to guide them into the next phase of existence. This theory is supported by the observed culmination of SCP-Y-039's journey. Upon reaching the highest local vantage point, the lantern's light intensifies and disperses in a radiant burst at sunrise, unleashing the souls within. This release event is hypothesized to signify SCP-Y-039's role as a psychopomp, a being responsible for escorting souls to the afterlife. The gradual accumulation and eventual release of the flames may represent a symbolic purification or transition of these spirits. Foundation researchers have noted parallels between this behavior and winter solstice traditions involving renewal, light, and the passage of souls through darkness and the cold. The exact mechanism and destination of these spirits remain unknown, though the consistency of the anomaly's behavior suggests adherence to a defined, ritualistic purpose. After the Yule lantern dissipates, one or more small, flickering blue lights invariably appear near the individual or individuals that the anomaly escorted prior. These lights are often described as playful, darting through the air in erratic yet purposeful patterns. Despite their ethereal nature, the lights seem to understand terrain and obstacles, guiding individuals back to safety through even the most treacherous environments. Through tracking in UAV, we have noticed that the blue lights seem to understand a path of least danger, guiding the individual down specific paths, avoiding other anomalies in the area. The lights remain visible only to the person they are guiding, and vanish entirely upon reaching a location recognized as safe. The anomalous nature of these blue lights has led to theories linking them to pagan folklore as well, particularly tales of fairies, elementals, or spirits, associated with natural guidance and protection. In such traditions, these entities are often depicted as caretakers of travelers or intermediaries between realms. The Yule lantern's apparent subordination to strict rules, fading at sunrise after completing its ritual at the highest peak, suggests a hierarchical structure or cosmological order governing its actions. The blue lights, or fairies, as fellow researchers have taken to calling them, may serve as extensions of SCP-Y-039's influence, ensuring the Yule lantern's mission continues during daylight hours, when SCP-Y-039 is bound by its limitations. Unlike SCP-Y-039, which exudes a commanding and solemn presence, the blue lights exhibit a mischievous, almost childlike quality. Witness accounts often describe a peculiar sense of companionship and curiosity emanating from the lights, further differentiating their demeanor. Despite their playful nature, they appear unwaveringly committed to their task, reinforcing the idea that they are assigned this role as part of a larger system of cosmic order. The interplay between SCP-Y-039 and these guiding lights raises questions about the anomaly's origin and purpose. Whether the lights act independently or are manifestations of SCP-Y-039's residual influence is still under investigation. However, the coordinated and deliberate nature of their actions strongly suggests they operate within the same framework of ritual and purpose as SCP-Y-039. Incident Y-039-01. Date: November 2nd, 2000. Witness: Agent Lark, member of Site Y2 Expedition Team. Summary: Agent Lark became separated from her team while navigating an unstable urban expanse within Provisional Reality-Y-1. SCP-Y-039 manifested approximately 3 hours after her distress signal was received by the Foundation. Lark described the entity as silent but profoundly reassuring, and followed it without hesitation. Her journey spanned several miles, including passage through SCP-Y-033, the Hanged City. SCP-Y-039 dissipated at sunrise atop a crumbled skyscraper. Lark reported the blue light, leading her directly back to Site Y2. Psychological evaluation revealed no lingering trauma, and Lark expresses gratitude to this day for her encounter. Incident Y-039-07. Date: November 21st, 2000. Witness: D7114. Summary: D7114, a former cartographer, became lost during a reconnaissance mission near one of Provisional Reality-Y-1's heavily forested regions. SCP-Y-039 appeared and guided him through dense, anomalous woodlands, including areas where spatial distortions had previously consumed entire teams. During the journey, D7114 reported seeing faint images within the blue flame. Shapes resembling animals, humans, and symbols of unknown origin. The entity led him to a mountain ridge before dissipating. The subsequent blue light returned him safely to Site Y2. Analysis of D7114's testimony has led researchers to theorize a possible connection between SCP-Y-039 and pre-modern pagan mythology. Evidence appears to be stacking in this direction. Incident Y-039 Int3. Date: December 9th, 2000. Involved personnel: D9851. Location: Provisional Reality-Y-1, Sector. Summary: At approximately 0400 local time within Provisional Reality-Y-1, D9851, being guided by the Yule lantern, deviated from strict instructions to avoid interference. Upon reaching an isolated area guided by SCP-Y-039, D9851 lunged at the entity, attempting to seize its lantern. This act dislodged SCP-Y-039's hood, exposing part of its head and triggering the following anomalous effects. Electronic disruptions. All UAVs monitoring the scene experienced severe static interference, culminating in total shutdown within 0.5 seconds of hood displacement. Cameras failed to capture any footage of SCP-Y-039's revealed face before shutting down. Attempts to restart UAVs in the aftermath were unsuccessful. UAV Unit 023 crashed due to system failure. Only the footage leading up to the event was recovered. Organic function cessation. All living entities within a 12,000-meter radius experienced immediate cessation of biological functions. This effect lasted approximately 3 seconds, during which time external observers noted an eerie silence and stillness. Upon reactivation, affected organisms entered a vegetative state. Unresponsive wakefulness syndrome, UWS. Affected entities displayed symptoms of a vegetative state, including open eyes, drooling, or physical collapse with no cognitive response. Both anomalous and non-anomalous life forms were affected. This condition has persisted indefinitely. Impact on anomalous entities. High priority and reality warping anomalies within the affected radius became inert. Entities previously posing resistance to containment were rendered motionless, the regression nullified. The aftermath. SCP-Y-039 vanished following the incident and was unobserved for several hours. It resumed its guiding activities within a 24-hour period, adhering to pre-established behavior patterns. The anomaly's temporary absence and subsequent reappearance have raised questions about its internal processes and resilience to interference. All affected entities, including D9851, were retrieved and transported to Site Y1 for study. Initial examinations revealed that while their physical health remained stable, neurological activity was nearly undetectable. Evidence suggests a form of, quote, soul extraction or displacement occurred, rendering the bodies functional but devoid of higher consciousness. The vegetative state of previously unmanageable anomalies provided an unexpected opportunity for in-depth study. This silver lining enabled unprecedented examination and testing of entities too dangerous or elusive to analyze under normal or pre-neutralized conditions. Implications and observations. The exposure of SCP-Y-039's face is hypothesized to cause localized reality destabilization, affecting both organic and technological systems. The event's radius and intensity suggest immense, potentially global ramifications if replicated on a larger scale. Further research into the mechanics of this effect is critical. The induced vegetative state in anomalous entities has allowed the Foundation to advance containment methodologies. For instance, high-risk anomalies rendered docile during this event provided key insights into their vulnerabilities and behaviors. The Yule Lantern's resumption of routine activities suggests strict adherence to its rules or limitations, including its dissipation at sunrise. The anomaly's disappearance post-incident remains unexplained, though it indicates a possible recovery mechanism. Incident closing notes. Incident Y039 Int3 underscores the immense and unpredictable dangers posed by SCP-Y-039 when its hood is dislodged or the lantern is disturbed. While the event's aftermath provided valuable research opportunities, it highlighted the catastrophic risks associated with even minor breaches of protocol. Enhanced containment measures and rigorous personnel training are essential to prevent future occurrences. Addendum Y039-2 Analysis of Folkloric Connections. Research into the Yule Lantern's origins have revealed several parallels with ancient winter folklore, particularly European pagan traditions. The perpetual Yule log flame, robed figure, and protective guidance align with tales of winter spirits who shepherd the lost during the darkest months. The entity's association with the rising sun further suggests symbolic ties to renewal, rebirth, and the cyclical nature of seasons. Some researchers propose that SCP-Y-039 may embody an archetype derived from forgotten or suppressed traditions, its manifestations serving as remnants of cultural memory within Provisional Reality-Y-1. Others speculate that SCP-Y-039's presence could indicate a deeper, metaphysical connection between anomalous phenomena and human belief systems. These theories remain speculative, but warrant further investigation. Conclusion: SCP-Y-039 remains a rare but invaluable anomaly within Provisional Reality-Y-1, providing a mysterious yet undeniable source of safety for those in dire need. While its origins and purpose remain enigmatic, its existence offers a glimmer of hope within the chaos of this anomalous realm. This is Site Director Waller, signing off on another report at Site Y1. I hope you'll consider subscribing to stay up to date with our latest findings. I eagerly look forward to having your audience in future reports.